Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? It's Trey. Now let's talk about art finally. If you are following me this year, 2025, I posted on my community page on my YouTube channel yesterday, just a tidbit about art and how I will be teaching art through YouTube at Trey Philly. There is an art kit I encourage you to purchase. It has quite a bit of material, some watercolors, some acrylics, some oil pastels, coloring book, sketchbook. I think it has 5 pads in it. There's a painter's wheel, a ruler. Just some basic art materials, but the art kit itself has 196 pieces of crayons. I think there's some color pencils in there too. Art, I'll be very honest with you, art is an expression of self. Now, I am going to teach you how to do art as a prophet. Now, profit based art has a purpose, a more spiritual focus, and a more spiritual, detailed purpose to help you help God help his people. Okay, a prophet is an intercessor. So I've been doing some prophet art recently, some writing, some speaking, some creating, a little bit of drawing, illustration. I've been doing some prophet art with Bible study and storytelling, really being artistic or creative in the way in which I speak to the Lord's people on his behalf. Okay. I'm not religious, nor am I um, heavy on black traditions or black culture. I'm definitely an individual. I have my own mindset, my own perspective of life, my own ambitions, and I'm definitely an artist. My number one form of art is word art, whether that be written word or spoken word. I do word art all day long, every day. I have several social media pages of word art. I have been very big on storytelling recently through the Bible and that form of kingdom word art. Uh, Artistically, I'm known as a speaker. I speak to large audiences, small audiences. I speak online. I travel to speak, to communicate messages to certain audiences about various topics that include financial management, higher education, education success, education preparation, financial, um, long term perspective management. So, looking at your finances from a long term perspective and managing a projection base outlook on your money or your income or your revenue, depending on how your dollars are housed, whether they be within a business or within a household or within your individual bank accounts. Um, no, I'm not a banker, but I do have a lot of domain and authority when it comes to money and the concept of paying for things that make your life better or investing in certain things to equip you to be a better individual or a more successful professional. I also do a lot of word art to help the youth understand the power of the mind, that you can go as far as you think you can go in life. If you think that you're supposed to work a job for 50 years at Goodyear, and that's as high as you think of yourself, that you're supposed to be a Goodyear employee, that's as far as you're going to go. When you start to think higher of yourself, that, yeah, I can become a pastor. Yeah, I can become an actress or an actor. Yeah, I can become an airline stewardess. Whatever the case is, a college graduate, when you start to think higher of yourself, you'll go more places, okay? And I've been doing some intentional intellect design on myself. So really teaching myself how to think higher in spiritual ways and godly ways by reading the Bible. And I've realized I can become whatever I want to become by faith. According to my faith, God will bless me and endow me to become that which I want to become. And a lot of my expression of my potential in my late 20s has been rooted in the fact that I really need to become a better intercessor, a better teacher of the word of God, a better student of the gospel. I really need to become a better prophet, someone who will defend the faith and someone who will help the Lord's people build their house on the rock. So they're not building it on sinking sand. But let's get back into art. So art from me, Trey George, is offered through Trey G Creates. The YouTube channel is at Trey.Philly, or it's titled Trey George, but the ad is at Trey.Philly. This art is very simple. I'm not teaching you art so that you can make a bunch of money. I'm not teaching you art so that you are autographing a bunch of different pieces of art, whether they be sculpting, molding, clay art, uh, hair pictures, hair photography, hair videography in general. I'm not trying to make you a famous artist. I'm just trying to help you understand art from a prophetic perspective and help you understand how powerful you can be in the world and in the kingdom of heaven if you do art with a genuine concern for your audience. Okay. Now, when I create art throughout this year, I will tell you right now, a lot of my art will be very spiritual because that's where my heart is, that's where my mind is. A lot of my art will be very simplistic in materials, pens, colored pencils, maybe some markers, maybe a little paint, stuff you can really afford at a cheap budget. Right now, I have a basically half used sketchbook from Target, a TD Bank pen. That's where we're going to start with art. And you definitely want to check out the community tab often. And then that art kit is $40. And I don't have that yet because I'm currently overcoming homelessness and it's a lot to tote around. But I have one at home. When I get to my new house, I'll have that art kit. And you can purchase that art kit for $40 from Amazon, and they have like 4 different colors. So it's all up to you. Now, art itself, for me, it is fuel for my life. Music is a huge form of art in which I'm endeavoring into to express my thoughts and to help Black people understand the power of thinking and the power of their mind. A lot of times we saturate our minds as Black people with entertaining thoughts and entertainment and gossip and tabloids, whatever the case is. Um, and we don't saturate our minds with understanding, knowledge, and wisdom. So when it's time to think, we're kind of like, I don't know. Like if you were trying to learn how to prepare your own food, you probably haven't taken enough time to go to the grocery store and think about the different vegetables in which you can purchase and prepare and the different ways in which you can prepare vegetables. You haven't applied your mind to that. You just probably looking online and looking at what other people have done, and you're not asking any questions or challenging yourself to kind of learn through trial and error. I tried this, it didn't work. Let me try something different, or let me just try to redesign how I'll do my second attempt. Okay. Um, art is very relaxing. Art is a place where busy people become very peaceful and still. It's a place where intellects become very expressive, and it's a place where the lost can become found with good art. Good art. I do some short movies every now and then. Like I'll go outside and shoot some clips and put them together, and do some visual art or some video art whenever I want to. But just follow me, okay? I'm gonna do some writing. I'm realizing now as I'm attempting to communicate this that um, I probably need to illustrate it just a little bit kingdom art from a TD Bank pen and a sketchbook perspective to help you understand how I create art and how I encourage prophets, especially younger prophets, to create art so that it's sentimental and it's valuable. If your art has no value, meaning, yeah, this was just something that was nice to look at, or it's a pretty picture, but the picture didn't impact me, it didn't change my perspective, it didn't give me insight, it didn't enlighten me, you will become a low quality artist. An artist is extremely well known when something has value. And the most valuable place in life is the spirit. So if you can bring value to prophets about via their spiritual understanding of God, of their territory, of good life decision making in the spirit, you're doing very well. Okay. You want to become an artist that not only is known for the quality of your art, the messaging of your art, and the expression of your art, whether it be through music or song or spoken word or videos, but you want to become an artist that's really, really known for your consistency in your artwork. So for me, you can look for a new art piece from me once a week. Like I said, I'm doing with the sketchbook and a pen right now. Probably going to go buy another sketchbook soon. Um, but you can look for art from me once a week with a pen and paper. And you'll be able to look at that art and I'll start to ask you questions to see if you can interpret the art and the messaging behind the art. Okay. There aren't any artists I can think of right now that I would recommend you checking out. J. Cole, his old art, music art, Forest Hills Drive, 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Not the warm up. That one, I think it's one other project. Oh, Kids on Drugs, KOD. I really like that. Um, some of Biggie's art. Huge fan of. Some R&B. Uh, I guess so. Weekend and Knees. SWV has some good art. That stuff is almost timeless. You know what I'm saying? You might not always be in the mood to listen to SWV. Gospel music is, of course, always going to be a powerhouse place in your ear. But you might not always be in the mood to listen to SWV. I guess so. Weekend and Knees. I can hardly speak. I lose all control and something takes over me. Da-da-da, da-da-da. But you know when a song come on, it moves your soul. Okay. Good art stimulates one of three places: the mind, the eye, the ear. Okay. Once again, good art stimulates one of three places: the mind, the eye, or the ear. A lot of my art stimulates the mind and the ear, and then it shapes how you see life. So it hits the eye last. Okay. Again, my name is Trey George. Y'all keep up, stay awake, and I'll put a emoji beside every art episode on at Trey.Philly. But I'll release this week's art piece soon, just not right now. Give me like a day or two, and I'll design something to help you understand Kingdom of Heaven artwork from the end of Trey Malik George. I love you. Y'all enjoy y'all day.